Good morning, heroes, and welcome back to the guild. And today we are on our healer. Yesterday we were doing the paladin, or sorry, not the paladin. We were playing our tank, which is a sun cleric, and I look. I'm gonna be honest. I got called out for being a little too harsh on it at the beginning, and I agree, I was. But by the end of the stream, it started to feel really good. We were able to pull a little bit more. There were two key things that made it go from me not feeling that it was doing very well to feeling very good with it. And that was number one, getting the skill that allowed the hammers to circle around us. That was a crucial one. And then the second one was getting that vow at 20 that allowed our skills to be AOE at the cost of a little bit more mana. And having both of those skills was actually what took it from me feeling not so good about it to being absolutely uh like absolutely enjoying the playthrough that we were doing yesterday. The other thing is I guess I haven't made it too clear on how I'm doing things at the moment. Just to kind of get more stuff going so that people can see more selection of builds instead of just pushing through for 3, 4, 5 days on one character. We are rotating through the three primary um, specs that we can run with different classes. So, for example, today's our healer with the cultist. Now, technically, the cultist does have one of each type. It has a DPS, both melee and ranged, and it has a tank and it has a healer. So it has access to all three major types of content. So it's got your DPSs, it's got your tank, it's got your heal. We are running it as a healer. The issue that I was running into beforehand or prior to trying to run this um, was we were, we'd be playing, say, the cultist, and we'd be doing the healer, and then I would get bored of doing the healer, so then I'd be like, oh, you know what? Let's go try it as a tank, or let's go try it as a caster, or whatever. This keeps me from doing that. So on my heal days, we play the cultist until this dude hits level 35. Then when he hits level 35, or lady hits 35, we then get access to create a new healer. And we'll keep doing that until we've gone through all the healers. and gotten them up to 35, and we've gone through all the different tank classes. So at some point, we may come back to the cultist and be like, hey, how does the tank cultist stack up? Or how does a DPS cultist stack up? In which case, we'll start again at the bottom and work our way up. And this allows, I think, for people to be able to see the different classes in different environments for them, but keeping the channel a little bit more fresh from day to day. Now, if that's not how you guys like it, let me know in the comment section. I would be more than happy to go back to the other way. But I feel like this might be an easier way for people to see different things. So we go, one day's a tank, next day's the healer, next day is a DPS, rinse, repeat. Any day that I'm off, so right now, like this month, we're off Sunday, Mondays. Sundays and Mondays will be our longer streams. So instead of it only being 2 hours long, it might be 4 hours long, or it might be like Monday and we do 9 hours and almost complete the Necromancer, which will be Friday's stream, by the way. Um, so it's things like that, but um, that way I know every day, like, okay, yesterday I did the tank, today we do the healer. I know I did the healer today, so Friday will be the DPS, and then Saturday will be the tank again, then Sunday will be a healer, so we'll get to hardcore push the healer, and then Monday may be another DPSer, so if we finished the Necromancer on, say, Friday, then starting Monday, we will have a whole new DPS. And then we'll just keep going through that until we've gone through every spec we can for every class. And as always, if there is a specific class or spec that you are wanting to see, let me know. I look forward to what you guys are wanting to see or what you guys are wanting to get info on through me being an absolute noob at this. We've got about 4 minutes, and then our rested buff will be up, and then we can continue doing our quests while we queue for dungeons. Healer doesn't seem to be as fast as tank. Basically, as soon as we hit 15 on our tank, we were just spamming dungeons. Ah, I hate how this stuff resets. There. Trying to keep this as like compact as I can over here. There's going to be a little bit of overhang because I can't. Well, here, maybe if I move this here, because we can make the DPS chart smaller, like this. There. Now it's compact. Sort of. Sorry, my OCD is going to kick in and I'm going to be like, it needs to be even. There we go. Okay. I can live with that. All right, 2 minutes. We can try and queue for a dungeon, I think. I don't want to risk it. But that's my game plan. So, I mean, I hope you guys are okay with that game plan. But again, if you see a class or spec that you want, don't hesitate. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to try something else. Hmm. there's that one, but I swear we get a different tentacle at some point. Chant a forbidden ritual. It places a shield on all nearby allies, absorbing 230. That's a minute cooldown. Invoke the old gods for 15 seconds, removing the cast time of your next 3 eldritch mendings or malevolences and causing them to critically strike. That's a good one if a lot of people are taking a crap ton of damage. Allies affected by Abyssal Covenant now also take 20% increased healing from you. 50% of all healing done to allies through Abyssal Covenant is now replicated to you. Abyssal Covenant, isn't that this? I can only have it on one. Right? Yeah, it can only be applied at one ally at a time. Alright, so we got that. Let's queue up. But then we can go run off, and we need to get one more vulture meat to complete that quest. We need to find some more trappers, and we need more livers from the pigs. So pigs, birds, and potentially trappers. Yes, nightmare. Oh yeah, we were using this little buddy because unless we are healing, then we're good. Are you saying like my microphone levels, or are you saying like the music from the game, Tiber? Because I can boost microphone up a little bit more. Okay. Just if it does it again, let me know. I'm trying to keep it from like peaking when I talk. Because then it like cuts out everything anyway and it gets ridiculous. Then it sounds like I'm on a early 2000s cell phone call. Or like the old commercials. Can you hear me now? Oh, the stupid birds won't give me the last one I need. Oh wait, no, we already grabbed it. We don't need the birds anymore. We need the pigs. Need the pigs. And we need dungeon queues. Let me guess, waiting on a tank? Good night. Waiting on a tank. Maybe you were just talking with a lower voice and it was too low for Mike to record it properly. It's possible. I don't think I was, but it is possible. I mean, I did just get up 20 minutes ago, so I'm not entirely awake yet. All right. Da 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 da. All right, let's go fight the bigger pigs because the regular gore tusks don't seem to be giving us anything. Bomberman. Level 23. And I believe he's also playing a, oh, no, doesn't tell me what he is. I think he's also playing a cultist, though. Not having a tank is going to be a problem. What's up, Mango? How's it going, bud? Awesome to hear. Yeah, see, the Great Gore-Tusks, I think, have a higher probability of giving us the livers for the quest than the rather regular Gore-Tusks. I wonder if we can see if anyone's doing Mana Storm. I have Aura. See if anybody's trying to do a Mana Storm. How goes Cultist? Right now we're doing the Healer Cultist for this particular playthrough, and it feels pretty good. It's definitely a unique experience for me, as I haven't really ever played a combat healer before. Even when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, I wasn't any of the specs that required you to do damage as a healer. You could do damage as a healer, but it wasn't like you had to do damage to heal. In 14, and then in Elder Scrolls Online, I played a Necromancer healer, so it was all mass AoE summon spirits that just heal. So I never did damage there either. So this is a completely new experience for me. We're running up here to turn this in, and then we're going to come up here and finish this, and then we're going to go over there. Your yesterday stream, playing the tank, you were very hard to enjoy. You were a bit too negative and moody about the whole ordeal. My bad, Tiber. My bad. I didn't mean to be, like, super negative about it. Starting off, it did feel very, low levels. It felt very hard to enjoy it. But once we got up and we re-looked at our skills and figured out what it was we were missing to be able to get the higher, or to be able to hold aggro better, it was way more enjoyable. So I'm kind of glad that we figured that out. And then when we hit 20, we got the ability to do, like, all of our skills became AoE skills, thanks to one of the new vows that we got. And man, oh man, does that make that class, the Sun Cleric tank, so much better. Oh, I remember trying to tank on vanilla. It's why I quit trying to tank. Like, that's primarily why I went DPS or heals. And then healers, I got so bored with, I gave up on healers at a certain point too. What is going on? Are dungeons bugged today? No, I get you, Tiber. Like, I agree with what you're saying, and I saw your message this morning. I did respond to it. And you're right. I was pretty negative yesterday, but by the end of the stream, my tune completely changed on how I felt about the Sun Cleric. It's a lot smoother once you, like, the problem that I had for the first few dungeons is I wasn't using the right skill to help grab aggro, and because of that, it was making it very difficult to hold aggro. Plus, like, the first dungeon we did, we had the witch hunter that had his wolf out, and everybody in the party was over the like 28 to 32 mark, and the witch hunter had his dog doing its stupid taunt every pull. So then I was getting frustrated because I wasn't able to hold aggro off the dog. Come to find out, the dog has a taunt, not just a howl, that increases threat generation for it. It was legitimately just taunting things off me, so that makes it a little different. But yeah, I mean, it was... It definitely got better at the end. I apologize for being so negative about it before really letting myself get into the class. So you are 100% right. I should have chilled out a little bit more. Yes. Yeah. Tank, you get that. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the point, like right now, I think the only thing I have is if I block, dodge, or parry an attack, I get 5% base mana back. Is kind of the only thing I have at the moment. So, but yes, looking at the skill tree, it definitely gets more later on. Sounds like we have a wand chronomancer in here. And get our mana back up. I enjoy the mechanic that this thing has where I can get mana back just by reducing my sanity. There's a talent on left side that each block avoidance gives you free instant illuminates. I have that one, which has a talent after that gives you a shield for heal amount, and after that a talent which makes that shield explode. I don't have the one that does the exploding shield yet. I don't think we have the ability to unlock that one yet, but I do have it where I get the free illuminates, and then those illuminates give me a shield. Strength, agility, stamina. Technically, I think we could have gotten away with using that particular one, but agility is just no good for this build. And why spell power matters over raw stamina is because everything has spell power scaling, and your kit is more about avoiding the hits rather having a large health pool. It says the core stats are strength and stamina. I would argue strength, spell power, block, parry would be more important than that spec. Okay. I will definitely keep that in mind. And while we're trying to gear that particular person, I did notice that a lot of the skills are spell power based. So we definitely want to look for gear that has strength, block and dodge rating, parry rating, spell power. So I will definitely keep an eye out for gear when we're leveling him to have those particular stats in mind versus just trying to find strength strength and stamina on gear, which was originally what I was doing. So I will definitely keep that in mind. Oh, I just realized we leveled up. Example, crafter gear with spell power and strength rolls would be the top tier choice. So should we focus on actually doing a profession for that character? Because, like, I have mining and blacksmithing on him. We just haven't done anything with it yet. I'm going to grab the 5% increased haste. Well, it would overcharge his kit at level 30, just silliness. To do crafting gear, I got no problem doing that. Let's see. Gaze of Cthulhu, Wrath of Black Temple, Entropic Slam, Presence of N'Zoth. Really? Where's my book then? There's my book. Wow, we have a ton. Oh, it did this crap. Okay. Drain all. Same reason why Tinkers use hybrid crafted spell power gear. Yeah, we haven't even started the Tinker yet. Also, shouldn't they be called Tinkerers? With the double R? Or the double ER, rather? Hit you. Hit you. Why does everybody run that way? Going with Tinkerers instead of Tinkers? Maybe I'm just crazy, but that seems like the better choice on it. But yeah, I haven't started one. That is on the bucket list for DPSs to start. I was thinking about going Demolition for him when we get to him. Smash. What is this tank doing? Ooh, that's what I get for not paying attention. Faith, thank you for the follow. Ooh. I'm gonna hold on to that because I'm not 100% sure there. Also, I saw your message about playing the Witch Doctor. I think that will actually be the next one that we level once the Necro's done. Tiber. We'll go Witch Doctor, and then we'll move on from there. What other quests do I have here? I'm gonna grab all of them. I don't know if they're all worth it, but there. That way, whatever quests they're trying to run off to go do, we have, potentially. Yeah, he is so streamlined, it's kind of funny. Bow spec that does decent damage, and compared to Ranger actual has AoE. Nice. That's the only issue I have with the Ranger, is they got rid of its AoE capabilities. And I don't understand why that move was made. Because it had a couple good AoE skills in Alpha pretty early on. So either they completely got rid of them or they moved them to later on. Plus he has built-in heals and mana restoration, but damage Ranger builds have no sustain. Got it. Yeah, we will definitely... Necromancer most likely will be finished Friday. We've only got 5 levels left to go on the Necro. So I really just need to find an area I can level. Level 30 is such a weird spot because we either have to go to zones that have like 34 and above enemies for us to fight, or we go to an area where everything's level like 28 for us to fight, so... Shadowhunter is not fancy enough for people to pick it up, hence why it is not as popular. Yeah, the only witch doctors I see are the healers, honestly. And I hear that those are a little difficult to master, so. Ugh. Come on. Boom, boom. They even have a PvP talent that lets him go stealth. Not sure if it still works, but could even be mounted while stealth. That's definitely something to test out. Oh, we leveled up again. That just means I gotta have my tentacles out more often. Because now they're all... Oop. That's my bad. My tentacle pulled, boss. Run! I have no idea where the tank is going. Is there something back there to collect, potentially? Maybe? No, I don't see anything. I am confused. Got more healing going out because I've got the eyeballs now. Or I got that skill that allows it to where while they have black blood on them, if my tentacles are doing damage, then they get more healing from it, so. Let's get some mana back up. This is fire. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you, Dynamics. I like theory crafting and thinking about how it works in games. Rambling like a nerd about the topic. Bro, you're fine. Like, one of the things that I learned very early on in gaming regardless of what game I was playing or the type of game it is, there's only one way to ever get better at any game, period, end of story. And that's by listening to the people around you. They're the only ones that are going to be able to tell you information they gathered by playing or by talking to other people. If you ever get to the point, or if I ever got to the point, I should say, of thinking that I'm the smartest person about whatever topic it is, that's when I know that I'm no longer trying to learn and grow as a person, and I have just become ego. And that is never where I would like to be as a person. So, you ramble on, because that is an easy way for me to learn new stuff. String statement of parry grading. If we end up getting that, we can send it to the tank. It doesn't have spell power, but it does have parry on it. You know what is funny? At a glance, I saw that Tinker was busted in PvP, and all the PvP guys, when the beta came out, picked up Tinker as one of their mains, and I swear by it now. I just knew by glancing at their abilities and talents, the class is ridiculous. What makes me upset is in PvP, when you are like the Tinkerers, they are they're all demolition because of just how much stuff they get that allows them to do way more damage, because they can have the turret out, they have bombs that can interrupt and stun, they have the stupid drone that they can throw out that just drops a ton of grenades on people. That's locked, can't open it. So yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's definitely, I think, overtuned for PvP. Mechanic build is fine too, and might be better at 1v1s. Probably for 1v1s, absolutely. But if you can stand back and have other people taking the aggro while you just sit there and lob bombs at people, demolition all day. All right, man. Take it easy. Thank you again for your advice, and I look forward to seeing you next time. La 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 la. I gotta get Devin back on at some point. So I have someone, that and Prima, so that we can play together. Whether that's with me tanking, healing, or DPSing. I really wish I had other people that I could chitter chat with. It's always nice when Tiber jumps in because I always learn more while Tiber's in here. So. So far, the only time I've had to switch into my big form and use my eyeball was during that pull. And I had to click the tank and give him an actual direct heal. Passive DPS healing is my favorite kind of healing. This is a whole new experience for me as a healer. Because atypically when I do healing, it's I stand still, cast heal on you, potentially give you a hot, you know, maybe get to throw out an attack here or there. But it's primarily I have to focus on healing. I can't focus on doing damage at the same time. That's why I was a little excited about, there's a one-button build on retail WoW for Midnight on the Boomkin that allows you to basically just spam Wrath and it heals. Homie got messed up. Alright. We're gonna pop our bobblehead too. We use two-handed weapons, so that one's worth more money. Twilight Falls. Alright, everybody's leaving, it's fine. Leave. We leveled up. So we need 3 more points. So I might as well, let's see, do I need this? Embrace of the Void, become one with the Void, preventing you from dying for, nope, that's tank. Don't need that. So we could go with Corrupt Mind. Corrupt the mind of an enemy and spread madness, fearing them in place for 40 seconds. Bouncing up to new, meh. Huh. So we have to grab skills that don't matter. Your Corrupt 9 Mine now also applies Mind Rot to nearby enemies, increasing the chance for allies to hit with all spells against the affected enemy by 3% for 10 seconds. If this effect is dispelled, your critical strike chance is increased by 30%. So, I mean, I guess we go here, we pick up that one, and then we get this one. None of that matters, though. For healing. Increases the healing done by Eldritch Mending by 50% and Gaze of Cthulhu by 100%. In addition, you are now unable to miss your attacks, and you cannot be parried or dodged. So we don't even need hit chance anymore. I played Disc Priest from Cataclysm to Legion and loved every second of Atonement healing. Nice. Yeah. There is on Bronzebeard. You might actually enjoy this. Disc Priest now has a DPS healing spec. So if you really liked Disc Priest over on Bronzebeard with the correct combination of Mystic Enchants, you can cast spells at enemies and it does big AoE heals on your allies. So, just saying. Nice. Yeah, I think we ended up leveling a grand total of 2 characters all the way up to 60 over on Bronzebeard, and got another one up to like the mid 40s, I think. The first one we finished was the Hunter, because I've always done a Hunter. And then we leveled a Arcane Mage because I had found a spell that just seemed amazing. God. This build, man. It's like, who needs to be a DPS when I can just be heals and still do good damage against enemies? Alright, let's queue for another. Oh, we leveled up too. Whoops. Blade of the Empire, Hammer of Twilight, and Horror Bolt. I don't know why this is bugged. What is Chronomancer early damage? I'm not sure what you mean. Haven't tried the Chronomancer myself. Do we know what spec is apparently doing ridiculous damage? We'll have to give that a look-see-loo. The next DPS spec that we're going to be using, though, is going to be the Witch Doctor. Yeah, sadly, I'm not familiar with the spells on Chronomancer, so I can't really make a comment one way or the other at this precise moment. But we're going to be doing Witch Doctor next, followed up by, let's see, for DPS, I think I'm going to go Witch Doctor and then Blood Mage, because I've seen a lot going on with the Blood Mage. I'm hesitant to, like, we either going to do Sanguine, which is the pure caster, or we're going to do the support build. I'm not sure which way I want to roll with that yet, but we're going to be doing one of those. Instead of doing it as, we're definitely not going to do it as a healer, because our healer will not be done in time. Let's just run through a cave. How about we just gather up a few more, huh? Like, what other healer normally would be able to do this? Like, that's... Oh, that makes me really love this guy. I didn't mean to grab 3 again, but that's fine. There we go. That quest is now done as well. Little level 15 culty. Nah. I'm not going to go out to the coastline yet, because there's other quests that will take us out that direction anyway. So I want to head... there. Oy vey. And we're back to waiting on tanks to want to do dungeons again. Oh, goodness gracious. That was weird, but okay. For a second, it looked like the cart went down into the ground and then respawned back where it was a few feet before, and then started going again. The killing fields. See, now we gotta go way out there at some point. Westfall supplies. I'm gonna go turn everything in before we start trying to do quests. So. Harvest Watchers slain are actually like a bunch down here, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that one, but I think that's where they're at. Fights pillagers and looters. That's fine. One of the quests that he'll eventually send us on is a really, really big, or it's a dungeon quest, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we got the gold for it. Kaboom.
How are you?
Faster writing speed. Kaboom. Because we also need to empty out our inventory, like bad. Let's leave queue real quick. I did not realize how much we needed to get rid of all this. That I'm going to try and send over to our tank. All right.
Safe travels.
Now we can queue back up. There we go. I think the problem is with the loot that you get out of boxes and bags is it goes, oh, they are a healer. Healers wear cloth and need int and spirit. And so that's what it's trying to give us, when in reality we do not.
Need help? Well
Oh, we get to go duke it out with these guys? Nice.
Light be with you.
That's pretty bad if you're letting a healer take you on and beat you guys. Just saying.
Go with honor.
Greetings. You need something?
King's honor.
2 more. There we go. And then when we come back from the dungeon, we just need to do 1 more. Alright, tank. You get that. Just for giggles, I'm gonna drink the useless mana that I have. Is it gonna reconnect? Thank goodness. I don't know what happened. Everything went down for a second and then came right back up. The internet says it's working, so I don't know what the deal was on that. Boop, boop, boop. This is a Witch Hunter tank is what we've got. These guys used to be phenomenal tanks that just had ungodly amount of DPS with them. I mean, it was when I tell you that you could have that guy alone in a dungeon. Do all the like it was crazy. Absolutely insanity. Of course, this one's all like, I got this. My healer's good. Ha ha ha. Oh, he already left the dungeon. And leave party. That one was fast. And I don't think we completed a single quest in there. Yeah. Nothing. Alright, now we just need to duke it out with one more of these dudes. Uh-oh. Hello? The game's froze. It's the game that's frozen now. I mean, it's like froze. Can I log out? Can I exit? Holy crap. There we go. Jeez. That was weird. Ugh. It's messing with our healer day, man. Ugh. Ooh, something's going on. What has happened? Wow, something's up with their server. Yeah, something's up. Yeah, something happened on the server. Let's see, does Discord show anything for it? Nope, last message for COA specifically was on 5/23. So nothing there. No, that's an update at least on that. I want to give it a minute to see if it's actually going to come back up. Okay, so the realm did go down completely. Got it. Okay, that's what they were talking about. And I still need to contact the devs because what I want to try and do is get them to give me codes like for a month, so I can do like a weekly giveaway of a code. I think that would be pretty cool. That way, the people that want to get into the content can without having to either farm a bunch of gold on whatever server they're on and hope that someone's selling it on the auction house, or go spend real world money to buy it through the in-game store. Then again, I could still technically do a weekly giveaway of one code. I don't know. I'll have to think about that while I'm at work today. Figured that out. Alright, I'm going to give this thing, oh, there we go. Never mind. I was about to say we were going to give it a couple more minutes and then we were going to have to bounce. So, as you guys can see, though, we finished our Pyromancer. So we moved from Pyromancer to Necromancer. When the Necromancer's done, I'm going to get rid of these guys down here. Aside from the Blood Mage, he's on my play around with until we get to him kind of thing. But what I want to do is once the Necromancer hits 35, we're going to move to a Witch Doctor, because I was told that shadow hunting would be really, really fun to play. So we're going to do that. And then when our tank is done, we are probably going to move to the Primalist and go tank there. Or I'm going to do Templar, one of the two. Probably Primalist, because it looks like a lot of fun. And then when the healer's done, we're going to go from Cultist to most likely... Let's see what healers we have available. Pyromancer, we're already doing this. We could do... no, I want to try the Venomancer healer at that point. So, we'll figure it out. We're going to end up going through all of the specs that each class has at some point. It's just going to take a while. And we'll probably be live by the time that happens. So... Alright. It says I'm still in the dungeon.
You will never wake the dreamer.
Oh, snap. We're gonna have to wait for this dude to kill us. I don't know. Are we able to solo him? Oh, my headset's about to die too. Holy crap. That I can fix pretty easily. Alright, this is pretty hilarious that I'm able to sit. Ooh. Dang! I was trying to get mana back, and he hit us a couple good times too hard. But we almost soloed that dude. What happens if I just run out of the dungeon? Oh, no. Nope. Yeah, we're just gonna hearth then. Crap. This takes us back to go. Actually, I know how we can easily get back to, Goldshire. Hold on one second. Or not Goldshire, but, Westfall. I guess, when we get on the tank, next, it will have to be, there'll be a day where we do some crafting and some dungeons. Tiber was saying that if we do it that way, we'll actually get better gear, especially since we can upgrade it and make sure that we're getting the proper rolls that we want. Because apparently we need like block, parry, dodge, strength, and spell power
What can I do for you?
on plate gear. So we did get a new thing. It gives damage dealt 20% chance to summon tentacles on your back that attack nearby enemies for 8 seconds. Or giving damage dealt a 20% chance to increase your haste for 20%. More damage, maybe? wonder if we ever get one that helps us with healing, because the haste sounds great, but I'll stick with the haste, because haste means I can throw my skills faster. Because like that's 1.5 seconds. We'd have to go into combat and get it to proc so I can see if that goes down below 1.5. Oy vey. Okay. We are back. Oh, yeah, that's right. My headset's about to die. That's an easy fix. I've got a charger right over here I can grab. Don't die on me, headset. I'll plug it up when we get ready to head for work, which is in an hour. So we still got plenty of time to try and do dungeons. We still need to go fight one more recruit so we can get that quest out of the way. See, it keeps trying to give me cloth. I may send a message to the dev team to be like, hey, what's up with this? The heck noise was that? Oh, Blood Mage tank. Come on. Got stunned, jeez. Come on. I hate getting uh uh stunned, man. Like the heck. Yeah. That was nice. I mean, I appreciate him saying that. Like, I know he says it makes him feel like a real tank, but the fact that we're able to do what we can do with this is absolute mind-boggling. Let's see. 50% allies through Abyssal Covenant is now replicated to you, so that actually heals me as well. Allies affected with it now also take 20% increased healing from me. So this heals the tank better, this heals me on top of the tank. That's fine where it's at for right now. Forbidden Ritual. Chant a Forbidden Ritual that places a shield on all nearby allies. That's a good one. I'll grab that one next, I think. Every third melee ability you cast now causes your next Eldritch Minion to become incast. But see, that's the problem, is I'm not really using that because it takes too much time versus just spamming these to get heals out. Maybe later on it becomes more important to do that. But I think I'm going to go with this so that the tank gets more healing from me. And then we can pick this up next. And that will give us access to this side. What is this? Your Eldritch Eye now has one additional charge. Eldritch Eye? I don't think we have... Oh, this. So you can get this to have... Dang, so you can have 3 charges on this thing every minute. So you can just spam Malevolence instantly. But I don't think Black Blood stacks, does it? I'm gonna go with this one. Because then we just need one more point, which we can put into Forbidden Ritual, which will give us, while Black Blood is active on an ally, healing done to them. Uh-oh. Stop it. Thank you. Let's see. Done to them by your Gaze of Cthulhu has a 15% increased chance to critically strike. Nice. I don't like the fact that it says level 27 when that's not accurate at all. Melee critical strike, or wait, no, it might be. What level am I? 23? Yeah, it might be. 24, 25, 26, yeah, 27. Melee critical strikes now refresh a charge of Blade of the Empire and restores 3% of our base mana. That's critical, man. That's critical. Yeah. Okay. I know roundabout what we're going to be doing.
What can I do for you?
Alright, find a dungeon. More bull crap. I think with this guy, we would end up having to do professions because we're not getting the appropriate type of gear. Unless there's something I'm just not understanding about how the gear works. Because, like, used to, when you would come over here to change talents, right? It would tell you this person is a cloth wearer that needs strength intelligence. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. Cloth doesn't typically get strength, but cloth usually gets int, right? And then here you'd be like, oh, this is, you know, they require cloth. This person requires mail. This person requires mail, right? They got rid of all that. So as far as I can tell, what we need is we have the ability to have plate mail, shields, cloth leather mail, like all this, right? Along with all of these different types of weapons. So it feels like we have to craft our own stuff because the quest rewards and the bags are not giving us the things that we need. For example, like this class, just like our tank, spell power is very critical for us. We want more damage because that's going to scale these two abilities when they hit. Spell power just gives it even more. I think these go off of spell power. They may go off of attack power. I might be wrong on that. I'll have to double check those. If they go off of spell power, we need spell power. But if they go off of why is my brain not? If they go off of attack power, then we want more of this. And the best way to do that is by having better weapons. But like, I'm wearing a whole mishmash of stuff because we're not, well, pretty much everything I have on is mail, with the exception of that, the shoulder pieces that we still have not replaced. And I'm wearing a stupid +1 agility chest piece. So like, I'm not even sure what stats I'm supposed to be trying to get. It's confusing. All right, so as far as quests go, it looks like we have up here for the Watchers, then over here for the horror, the thing there, and then Da, da, da. I don't know who. I can't tell if that's. I don't know. One of the guys in this group, man, is just basically doing whirlwind. He's doing a spin to win. There we go. And we're back up to full mana. Love it. I don't know. This healer, man, is just so good. I can see why this was the meta for a while. On Strauss! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm hoping Friday we get to finish the Necromancer so that we can move on to another DPS class, but yep, today is the day for healing. It's a bummer, though, that the server went down for, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, give or take. And then we had an issue where the stream dropped for a few seconds. Thankfully, it popped back up, but... There we go. This healer's just, I think, a little too overpowered. And I love it. I'm here for it. Healing with Heretic is new. Also, you help with DPS. Yeah, absolutely. My DPS is garbage. I'm consistently at about 1k DPS right now. But, ooh.
Arise, my champion.
Wow, somebody hit that lady so hard. I'll do another one. Shoo. That's gotta be their thing. All right. There's a spot in your group. I'm leveling a Tinker Demolition. Tiber, hey, I'm back. You know your channel is kind of hard to find for people looking for Ascension content. I think you should tag your content to Ascension deck building game. Other people streaming on Twitch do that. That's how I have it listed, at least according to my streaming software, is Ascension. Is Twitch showing it a different way, Tiber? And yeah, as soon as this dungeon's over, Vaughn, I can add you to my group and we can go try to do a dungeon before I gotta get off for work. When you look under Ascension, you're not listed there. Can you see what I'm listed under? I might have to look that up. Let me make sure the tank still has my buff. When you look under Ascension, you're not listed. Okay. I mean, I'll have to look it up. I'm not 100% sure what's up. It should be. It may be something to do with my streaming software or a setting that I have in Twitch. I don't know. Demon Hunter, WoW Midnight, WoW Retail Midnight. Oh, I know what the issue is. Yeah, that's gonna be an easy fix. That's my B. Back when I went back over to retail a while back, I had everything switched over. I thought I had gone and switched it back, but I guess not. That's my B. Might as well follow you here too. All right. I appreciate it, Tiber. Yeah, I'll have to go in and fix it. It's from when I was doing retail content. I know how to fix it. I'll have to do that when I get home today, though. Come on, we can do it. We are the best healer. Ooh, the tank is like really pushing me to get heals out. Tank don't know. Mitigate the damage. Vino and Primalist. Not sure. Templar will probably be our next tank if I don't go Primalist. Oh wait, nope, 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 nope. Leave party. Leave queue. So I want to do this. Invite Bomberman. And we can go ahead and empty out our bags again.
Need something? See you later.
There we go. Now we can queue for Dungeon. And we're about to hit level 24, which is nice. Oh. I mean, if it's going to put it right in my way. We haven't done any blacksmithing or any real mining either. It's all good, though. So 24, I think we'll go and grab this. Just so that we can go down and grab this, I guess. Which will then open up everything except for that talent there. Embrace the Void. Meh. It's going to be these talents down there that I want. Oh, you doing these guys? I just got done with that quest. I'm on killing fields, so I gotta do harvest watchers, which I don't think are over here. Yeah, see. Oh, that's a rare, alright. Banana. Tank. Nope, I don't do any quests in here because they're a giant pain in the rump. Cultist is so fun. It's gonna be different when we do a different healer that's not a combat healer. I think right now what makes Cultist so easy to work with is the fact that it has a way of getting its mana back while being able to pop other things that can do damage. And there's level 24. We're gonna pick up that one. We just need one more talent point and then we can get down, start getting into this area over here. Amulet of the Blade Lord. Let's pop our book out real quick. Sermon of the Dread, Whispers of N'Zoth, increasing total stats by 12%. Does anybody else seem to be getting the issue with their book having skills that don't exist in Azeroth? Or COA, rather? Hello? Tank? Where are you going? I have one that's like priest skills, druid skills, like my book gets so jacked I don't understand what's going on. Like, let's see if I can get it to show it. No, it's not showing it right now, but like I'll get priest, druid, and I think at one point I showed warlock skills too. Oh, he's doing the quest, that's why. All right. Pop that, pop you. Get black blood up on people so they get extra healing while my tentacles up. Yeah. And look at that, he's dead. Yeah, that was fast enough. We could definitely queue for another. I'm good with that. Have we done this one yet? Nope, apparently not. Make sure the tank is buffed. Make sure everybody else has a buff. I like how you're a robot. Like, that's dope. Do cultist healers not go insane when they reach 100 insanity? No, we actually have a passive that won't allow us to. Reaching 100 insanity no longer causes total madness. It allows us to go into Herald of the Depths. I don't use it all that often, but because I typically don't need to. But I can do this. And now I'm a giant, ugly squid monster. Let's get mana back before I leave. Oh, I didn't know you could fight those guys. Templar has no pulling capabilities as far as I can tell. Some AoE, mostly about dodging and padding damage taken over time. And smash. And let's just sit here and get some mana back. Ugh. There we go. Da da da. Hey, somebody leveled. Ooh, that would. Oh wait, no, that's. Why is? I give up. I give up. Bro, why is the tank not taking any of my heals? Sheesh. That was crazy. It was like he wasn't getting any of the heals, like any of them. And already almost back up to full mana. Where'd the tank go? Did he DC? Hey, congrats on hitting level 25. Hey. It says he's in Shadowfang Keep, but I don't... What happened? Oh, y'all might want to back up. Huh, there, back up to full mana. I don't know what happened to the tank. He just was there and then not there. It was weird. Dang it. Fell off. I'm about to hit level 25. Yeah. Level 25. Okay, apparently can't grab that while we're in combat. Now I can. Or I can't. What the heck? There we go. Forbidden Ritual. There we go. You're getting way ahead of me, bud. Wait for me. Oh, I missed the jump again. Dang it. Alright, well. It is close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades, so I actually have to decline and leave party. So I'm gonna head my happy butt over to town just so that I'm safe. But I mean, we're really doing well. Why does it say I have skill? Did I not learn Forbidden Ritual Whispers of? Okay. Yeah, here you go. Cure toxins, evocation, revive, water shield. There's a Shami one. Blood Drinker, which doesn't exist anymore. Infect Wounds, which is a druid skill. Like, my book has been infected. But I'm going to head over here to town where I will call that a day. Healer, I'm really, really enjoying the Cultist Healer. I can see why at one point Cultist was the meta for everything. I mean, it was, you couldn't run a dungeon without having at least 3 cultists in the group. One of them was a tank, one of them was a healer, one was a DPS, pretty much all the time. Unless you were filling the tank or healer role and not playing a cultist, in which case you were running with pretty much a tank and uh, one DPS, or you were running with a heals and a DPS that was cultist. Like, you couldn't not be in a dungeon with at least 3 cultists, down to 2 depending on your role. So, I mean, cultists are super powerful. This healer is just doing phenomenal. I'm going to try and do some research on my end for this to find out whether or not we need to be looking at attack power or spell power for the healer. That's going to be kind of the thing that I'm looking at for that. But outside of that, guys, I will catch you guys in Friday stream. Remember, there is no stream tomorrow because I'm going to be working from 11 to 7, so it really doesn't give me any time to do a solid stream for you guys and then go to work and not fall asleep at my desk. So I will catch you guys on Friday, which will be DPS day. So we will be over on the Necromancer on Friday, trying to finish him up as fast as possible so that we can get into our next one, which, thanks to Tiber, they recommended and suggested that we try the Witch Doctor bow build when we get to our next DPS. So that's what we'll be doing. I will catch you guys on Friday. Stay safe out there, have fun, and as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.